Welcome you all guys to this channel and welcome you all to the first episode of All to Know. And what's All to Know? Wait, please, before I continue, I would love you all to do me a favor and click on the subscription and notification bell button. This way you're helping a brother grow. And whenever there's a content like this, it also means you'll be the first to know. So let's get on with All to Know. And what is it all about? It's a content that dig deep into certain prominent celebrities and tell you everything you don't know about them. So today we'll be focusing on things you don't really know about the person or celebrity we're about to talk about here. And today's spotlight is on Flavour. Most of us know his musical side, but let's get deeper and reveal to you all to know more about Flavour's journey from birth, family, and successful lifestyle. Flavour was named at birth Chinedu Okoli. He was born on the 23rd of November 1983 in Enugu State, where he resided and grew. However, Flavour is an origin of Umunze in Anambra State, but his parents, Rena Partial Hunt, took them to Enugu, where Flavour was later born. Flavour today is a very successful musician, and his high life music genre and specialty has taken him all around the globe and given him a unique recognition. Flavour used the experience of his early days from the countryside in Enugu, where he grew, to script good melodies that embraces social nightlife and also celebrate ladies all over the world, as he often inspires them to marry, shake their bosoms, and embrace the happy side of life through the catchy tones he injects to the body of his musical work. Over the years, Flavour has been very intentional about his body physique.
Yes, yo, we're right here in the G. Some walk. You ready now?
And this keeps him in the gym frequently, as he's one of those musicians that flaunts his sexiness, as he usually adds that and his sexy moves in his concert as an icing to the cake of his sweet melodies he brings to the table.
One time now, let's go now. Shake you man, shake you up. Actually cut up pampa. Shake you man, shake yeah. Actually cut up pampa. Give me the bass now.
But wait, we all know this about Flavour. So what if I tell you something about him you don't know? So welcome to Here You Know. This is the channel where we dig deep to research and make sure you learn in the best and easy way. So subscribe if you're here to subscribe. Like and share, please. It promotes this video's algorithm. So what is it about Flavour we don't know? Wait, it's only fair we start from his early days. And as I said earlier, Flavour, who was named Chinedu Okoli, is an origin of Umunze in Orumba South local government area in Anambra State, Nigeria. So he's from the popular Igbo tribe, which he predominantly uses in most of his lyrics. Flavour is the 10th child of the 12 children his parents bear.
We were like 12 in the family. You were the 12? I was the 10th.
Okay.
You know,
You're the 10th
10th child, yeah. Number 10.
in your family.
Yes.
Music started at church for Flavour as a chorister, as he was influenced by his elder sisters who were choristers at that time when he was only 10 years old. He fell in love and he picked interest in drumming, where he started learning drumming. But the loud noise on a fateful day called the attention of the pastor who presides in the church he practiced to introduce him to a Nigerian-American based returnee who had a musical academy or school in Enugu, where he trained and also goes for tour across the states in Nigeria at Flavour's early age. However, the introduction from the pastor was on a condition that Flavour's parents must give consent for Flavour to join the academy, because at this point Flavour was only 11 years old. But the stumbling block there was that Flavour's mother didn't consent for Flavour to chase his passion in music, as she refused in front of the academic principal. Even as Flavour's dad was supportive, but Flavour's mom had the upper hand on what path Flavour will follow to chase his career back in the days. And music wasn't one of the lucrative careers in those days, as people who do music back in those days were subjected to a very wayward lifestyle. But Flavour's love and passion for music kept him frequenting the academy without his mom's consent and knowledge. So at a point, the academy was scheduled for a nationwide tour where they were contracted by an oil company in Eket, Rivers State, Nigeria, and they will be on this tour for 3 months, where they'll be playing live band, jazz music, and every kind of melodic tone that was Pan-African at that moment to their numerous crowd. So Flavour, who was 11, insisted to follow the academy without his parents' approval or notice, as he already knew his mom won't support the idea. So he had only to inform his sisters and left home to tour with the musical academy for these 3 months. This had his mom in panic, as Flavour was nowhere to be found, and somehow the mother gave up at the notice from Flavour's sisters that he was with the music academy on tour. But the experience Flavour was instilling in himself on that tour was something he knew money can't buy, with an exposure to the musical craft he has always wanted to pursue.
So I left, and then it was big chaos in my house. And finally, after my mom went to my school, went to CIC to report me, like, I'm looking for my son. She went everywhere. She even gave up, like, at some point, because my sister told her, Mommy, don't worry, Chinedu will come back. He went with so people. My mom said, if I come back and see that man, I will tear him into pieces. I will find he took my son. And when I came back,
So you were away for 3 months.
I waited for 3 months.
You were away for 3 months with the band,
Yeah.
without your parents' approval.
Yes.
Just need to clear that up. At 13, 14.
Mm-hmm. So when I came back, I didn't want to go to the house immediately because,
You knew I was waiting for you.
yes, I knew it was just going to be something else. So I said, from the office, I just took my school uniform.
3 months later, after the academy has rounded off their tour around Nigeria, everybody went back home, and Flavour, going back home, he decided to pass through his school. But unknowing for him, his mother was there with the rector or principal of the school. And sighting Flavour from afar, a whistle and alarm was rang for Flavour to be brought to the assembly, where he was punished by the school rector or principal, as requested by Flavour's mom. He was whipped in front of the school assembly for his stubborn act of leaving home for a musical tour, disregarding his mom's disapproval for his passion. But that was only a fuel to Flavour's fire, as the experience he got from the tour made him want to pursue music fully, irrespective of his mom's contrary opinion. And all that persistence made his mom give up on him. So Flavour got majorly involved with the academy, where he learned and studied different departments of music as a drummer, singer, pianist, and guitarist. After 10 years of serving and learning proper music making with the academy, he was informed that the band's academy was relocating to a city called Port Harcourt, that happens to be the capital of Rivers State, about 300 kilometers from Enugu. And Flavour at this point couldn't be able to move finally and permanently with the band academy, as he has already started his diploma in music in Enugu at that time. It wasn't too long after the academy relocation to Port Harcourt, Flavour's studies was halted by a nationwide university strike embarked by lecturers, who was using that means to protest against the Nigerian government to grant them a better salary. That left Flavour confused, and there came the idea to get into the streets of Enugu and see how he can make money with the craft he has learned in the academy while it lasted. So when the university reopened, Flavour decided not to go back, but instead follow his music after he lost the willingness to continue studying, even after the effort of re-enrolling to study management in the University of Enugu State campus. He offered his services in exchange for money to play for live bands in night bars, lounge, and Sunday church programs. That experience gave him the street substance and credibility that he added to the music craft he learned in the academy. He was freelancing music services for another 7 years, as he used that to make ends meet. One of the substance was learning how to be a good sound engineer digitally in the studio. So he became perfect on digital musical production. Flavour was in the studio when a famous Nigerian Igbo rapper called Nigaro came to record some songs for his body of work and album. Nigaro admired Flavour's talent and made him his backup singer for that album, as he also featured Flavour in one of the tracks that made up the album. So at the release of Nigga Raw's album, it went on to be very big and successful. In a way, Flavour had to use the momentum of that success to audition for few record labels that never signed him. However, Flavour had to use the savings he made while he was singing in bars, churches, and freelancing music to sponsor his first solo single entitled Nabania, which is an Igbo word for tonight. That song went viral and blew up the airwaves of the Igbo region and non-Igbo region. So the Nabania track success gave Flavour the morale that he has a place in the industry. So he went on hustling to promote his next single and started making a body work for his first album. Though he met lots of struggles up and down after his first single, but his album later was released and that met a whole lot of success, and people can't stop singing Flavour's song all across the country. Flavour was well known for his sweet melody and making songs ladies fall in love with. You can rarely hear Flavour's song and still sit down on your seat. There must be a shaking of the head, legs, hands, or even all the body parts, and that's what dancing is defined as. So Flavour's first album was embraced with huge success, but it might interest so many to know while he recorded the tracks on that album, he was sleeping in brothels, sharing beds with prostitutes who just wanted to help him, while he also slept under the bridge because he left Enugu to Lagos, which was about 300 kilometers apart from each other, just to record this album and fight his way into the musical scene. And Lagos is a city where he knew no one, and that forced him to sleep in the street while he recorded the album. And that's sort of believing in himself, knowing that he has to gamble everything. If it works out for him, he will enjoy the proceeds. Ever since then, Flavour has released 8 studio albums and he has sold out more than 10 million copies electronically and digitally of those albums, and also had thousands of global concerts under his belt, making him one of the most successful musical exports to the world from Nigeria and Africa. Outside music, Flavour is a father of 4 loving kids, a son and a daughter from Sandra Kabwe, who is gossiped to be his present wife now. But Flavour is the type that doesn't put his family on the internet, so no one knows his marital status. A daughter from the famous actress Anabana, and one adopted son named Sema, which he met in Liberia when he traveled there for a concert. He fell in love with the boy's voice. Samuel was an orphan, so all Flavour had to do was to fill in the paperwork that will enable him adopt Samuel. And since then, he has kept him as a son to give him a better life. And that is another side of Flavour good heart, because he is being a philanthropist all these years without bringing that to the media. Flavour has a foundation that reaches out to the widows or women who have lost their husbands in his community, and every year he sort of give out largely to these communities of widows. We might know so many things about Flavour, but there's something that Flavour doesn't put out there, and that is his family. Flavour Nabania has been one of the few celebrities in Africa that perfect the mode of how to keep his family off the social media scene and public. He gives back to the society while he keeps his high life music genre soaring. And I will leave you with a video of Flavour playing an old school song for his dad not too long ago when he went back to visit him. We all know Flavour's father will be proud. He never halted or tried to stop him in his young days when he was pursuing his music. So please remember to subscribe, share, and smash the like button. And stay tuned for the next episode of All to Know About. And today it was Flavour. Love you all and see you on the next video.
That I put that butter country, you know. The Garden City, a lovely place. All of Clara's to Johannesburg. Winter my power, about 20 girls around me. They say they like me, they love me, they love me, they love my beautiful boys, mama. This thing got a song. Only song can do, Papa. Sing this sorry song. Only song can do. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Ba-ba-da.